Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, last weekend I was in Memphis, Tennessee, performing at a comedy club there, Chuckles Comedy House. And while I was there, I went and visited the National Civil Rights Museum. And I'm going to be putting up a bunch of videos showing you as much as I can about the museum. But they won't really do it justice. You really have to go see it for yourself if you can. It was really educational. And the first exhibit hall that I went into talked about the economy of the slave trade. Not just the buying and selling of slaves, but the amount of money in various crops that slavery made for this country. You have to remember that in addition to cotton, there were all the other crops that are grown down south: tobacco, sugar beets, everything. All right, any farm crop in the South was cultivated, processed, and shipped without any labor costs. Right? Slaves were paid nothing. So it was a situation where all of this stuff was done and with no labor costs. All of this wealth, millions and millions of dollars, that all of the states, not just the slave states, the states in the North benefited too from slavery. It really is a fact that this country was built by slave labor. It was built on the backs of slaves. Now, flash forward to today, and we have another vast financial empire being built on the backs of millions of Americans who are only a few steps above slaves. Our minimum wage workers are responsible for a huge amount of wealth that is being generated, but the only people that are benefiting from it are a select few. Ask yourself, why then is there such a big argument about raising the minimum wage? Well, actually there isn't. The American people are overwhelmingly in favor of raising the minimum wage. But the Republican Party is owned lock, stock, and barrel by the wealthy elite. This is one major difference between the parties. As long as the Republicans can filibuster in the Senate and control the House, the minimum wage will stay the same. If Democrats had total control of the House and Senate, the minimum wage would be raised the next day. So all of you smug cynics who say both parties are the same, why don't you chew on that one for a while? This country was founded on the exploitation of slave labor. And though we may not officially have slavery anymore, the exploitation of labor continues to this day. Thanks for listening.